Okay, good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. Everybody is in? So we'll just begin. We'll start with the post-lunch. Before we went for the break, we touched upon the language enhancement, how to enhance language development and vocabulary skills. Now we touch upon nursery rhymes which is connected to the language enhancement as well as vocabulary skills. Very interesting, which is very applicable up till, even if you are as an adult, you are still interested for nursery rhymes. So we just touch upon the nursery rhymes now. So what is the significance or the importance of teaching nursery rhymes to the preschooler? The word families, you teach a lot of words which form a family to them. It's a group of words which you are going to teach. When you teach a nursery rhyme, you don't teach them one particular word, isn't it? It's a group of words which you are going to teach them, and it becomes a family, a word family for them. Because it's a group of words. Family, another word for family is a group of words. They learn that they are enriching, and we are in a process enriching their vocabulary skills, giving them new words, enhancing their word skills. Scavenger hunt. That is new words they hunt. We are providing them with the meanings for the new words. That's the scavenger hunt. We are providing them with new words, not only providing them with the new words, but also giving them the explanation of what that particular new word means by setting examples, by explaining them what that particular new word means. That's the scavenger hunts. Related activities, we are not only teaching them nursery rhymes, but also we compile nursery rhymes with various activities, which you are shortly going to see how various activities can be imbibed to enrich our nursery rhymes. Not only just teaching nursery rhymes, but we are compiling it or just embracing it with various activities. Craft stick puppets. We are using puppets as one of our teaching aids or audiovisual aids for the children, so that they easily remember, they easily can reproduce whatever has been learned for their lifetime, because audiovisual aids provide a base, or it is a very essential tool for the children to learn, which helps them in the long-term memory. Using nursery rhymes to teach other concepts. When we are teaching nursery rhymes, we are also in the process merging it with different subjects. As I said, when we are teaching language, we are not just teaching language. We are intermingling different subjects like math, EVS, craft, drawing, dramatics. All the other subjects are incorporated into the language activity. When we are teaching them nursery rhymes, if you have heard about 1, 2, buckle my shoe. Have you heard about that nursery rhyme? So it includes numbers. That means numerals also have come into picture, because language doesn't in isolation speak only of language skills, but it's incorporated into different subjects. So we are in the process learning different concepts to help reinforce other preschool and kindergarten lessons. As I've already specified, can be used in a unit of numbers. As I told you, an example of 1, 2, buckle my shoe. There are many other more examples. Can be used as a supplement to teaching the days of the week. There are nursery rhymes which has incorporated days of the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We are teaching them months. We can modify the nursery rhymes and incorporate different topics like the days of the week, the months of the year, fruits, vegetables. Different concepts can be merged into a nursery rhyme, and that is why we have just given you an assignment for nursery rhyme, where you come up with your creativity. Nursery rhyme is nothing but full of imagination, creativity, novelty, innovation. To introduce the children to the idea that languages and customs change over time. Now nursery rhymes keep changing. We keep modifying the nursery rhymes. It's not the same all the time. We know the catchy ones which we had learned when we were small. We were children. But now more of modification because the time is changing, need is changing, world is changing, generation is changing. So some modifications are done to meet the needs of the hour. Is it clear? Okay, before I go into the next slide, any of you all remember any nursery rhyme which you all have learned during your childhood? Baba? Okay. Which are the other ones which you all still remember? I can't hear. Johnny, Johnny, yes. Twinkle, twinkle. Okay. Now who would come out and say, recite a nursery rhyme, Baba Black Sheep? Anybody can come in, volunteer. Otherwise I'll have to pick hold. So let me see how you'll recite. It's like a classroom. You are a teacher. How would you recite the nursery rhyme? Yes, ma'am. Would you take the honor to come out? Whichever you are comfortable with.
Have you any wood? Esther, three bags full. One for my master, one for my little dame, who stays down the lane.
Very good. Very good. I want anybody else who knows this nursery rhyme? Baba Black Sheep? Yeah, please. Now you just have to watch the difference. She also sang the same nursery rhyme she recited. Now just have a watch.
Baba Black Sheep, have you any wool? Yes sir, three bags full. One for my master, one for my man, one for the little boy who lives down the lane.
Very good. Excellent. Both were excellent, but which would you prefer listening to? The first one or the second one? Or both were at par? Second one. Anybody for second one? Anybody for the first one? Okay, why the second one? Those who have raised the hand. Yes. She showed more actions. She was more expressive. Yes. What else? But even ma'am also had shown the actions. Both had actions. But then why first was not so appealing for you all? Voice modulation. Again, now you remember the keywords which I gave you for language development? What speaks? Which are the keywords for language development? You have to keep in mind whenever now we are going to go throughout, we are going to use those keywords which we have learned in the first session. Voice modulation. Eye contact. Eye contact. Only not looking at one person. Looking at each and every child should feel that they are being attentive. They have been attended to. That is why they will be attentive to you. Eye contact, voice modulation, what else? What else would be required? Expression. Expression in the form of action. Because they also catch upon the way you express, the way you show your actions. Have you seen ma'am showed three bags full? Okay? So they are learning maths also. They know three. Ma'am is showing action of three. That means 1, 2, 3. They are very observant. They are very catchy. They are very imaginative. They are very creative. Now we are going to just look into a very different nursery rhyme. Have you all heard about counting apples? Have you all heard about the Mulberry Bush song? Okay. Now we are going to apply the same. You need to listen to me carefully because you need to repeat after me. Here we go round the apple tree, the apple tree, the apple tree. Here we go round the frosty morning. This is the way we climb the ladder, climb the ladder, climb the ladder. This is the way we climb the ladder on the frosty morning. This is the way we pick the apples, pick the apples, pick the apples. This is the way we pick the apples on a frosty morning. This is the way we wash the apples, wash the apples, wash the apples. This is the way we wash the apples on a frosty morning. This is the way we peel the apple, peel the apple, peel the apple. This is the way we peel the apple on a frosty morning. This is the way we cook the apple, cook the apple, cook the apple. This is the way we cook the apple on a frosty morning. This is the way we eat the apple, eat the apple, eat the apple. This is the way we eat the apple on a frosty morning. How was it? Was it catchy? Was it attention seeking? Everybody was attentive? The same applies. You need to be very rhythmic. When you are teaching nursery rhymes, one key thing which you have to remember is the rhythm. It should be a rhythm. The child also feels like tapping their feet, snapping their fingers. Yes, yes. So we are going to sing this together. It's on the board. Here we go round the apple tree, the apple tree, the apple tree. Here we go round the apple tree on a frosty morning. Now one thing missing over here. What? Come on, be active teachers. Everybody had lunch? Yes, I want everybody active. Down to action. Everybody is active? Anybody feeling dull? Anybody feeling dull can please, I invited here. I'll make you hyperactive here. Okay, so let us begin. Counting apples. Here we go round the apple tree, apple tree, apple tree. Here we go round the apple tree on a frosty morning. This is the way we climb the ladder, climb the ladder, climb the ladder. This is the way we climb the ladder on a frosty morning. This is the way we pick the apple, pick the apples, pick the apples. This is the way we pick the apples on a frosty morning. This is the way we wash the apples, wash the apples, wash the apples. This is the way we wash the apples on a frosty morning. This is the way we peel the apple, peel the apples, peel the apples. This is the way we peel the apple on a frosty morning. This is the way we cook the apples, cook the apples, cook the apples. This is the way we cook the apples on a frosty morning. This is the way we eat the apples, eat the apples, eat the apples. This is the way we eat the apples on a frosty morning. Excellent. I've seen a little girl there behind who was busy enjoying, and she caught the action on the very first recitation of the nursery rhyme. Because the second time when I told you all to repeat after me, I could see her doing the action and enjoying. So this is a live example how the children enjoy. The more rhythmic, the more they enjoy, the more interesting environment you create. The more motivating environment you create, the more inspirational environment you create. It all depends upon your teacher. How your teachers, how to create a very interesting, a catchy, a very active, interesting environment in your classroom. Everybody enjoyed this? Everybody is fresh now? We go to the next one. Anybody has heard about this nursery rhyme? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Yes, please, ma'am. Yeah, I would like you to come.
Doctor told me to inform
No problem. I'll speak to the doctor and take the exemption from him. Please. Would you please, you are invited here. You are on the right track. That is, I would like you all, just listen to her how she's reciting this nursery rhyme. Come on, continue. One jumped into the pool, where it was nice and cool. Then there were four little specks. Then there were four speckled frogs left. We can just cut short this also to make it more rhythmic. You can modify the nursery rhymes according to your tune. Whatever she has caught upon that tune, you can modify your nursery rhyme. Yes.
Five little speckled frogs sat on
The speckled log.
eating most delicious from yummy, yummy. One jumped into the pool,
Where it was nice and cool. Then there were four. Glug, glug. Oh,
Then four little speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating most delicious.
eating the most delicious worm. Yum, yum. Okay, make it more enthusiastic. Yum, yum. 5 little, very good. Very good. 5 little speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating the most delicious worm. Yum, yum. You can emphasize on some of the words, you know. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool, where it was nice and cool. Accordingly, we can just give it a rhythm. And a very good attempt made by you. You can modify according to your tunes. It's not, nursery rhymes have no specific rhythm. You can make your own rhythm and make your own rhythmic sound according to your convenience, according to your needs. This is the speciality of the nursery rhymes. Now this was the mulberry bush, but we converted that same tune to an apple tree. So you can make it applicable according to your, it's a tailor-made. You can give your own rhythm, your own tune. We go to the next one. Have you heard about a Tisket, a Tasket? Anybody would like to? Give your own rhythm. I give you 2 minutes to just go through. I know you all are creative. Yeah. Give a try. Come. Very good. Come. You cannot be incorrect. You can give your own tune. As I said, that this is all, nursery rhymes are all tailor-made. You can modify according to your own needs. No problem. A tisket, a tasket is a basket. They have given a name to a basket called a tisket, a tasket. A tisket, a tasket. Come on, I have started. I have given a beginning of the tune. A tisket, a tasket, a green and yellow basket.
I rode a letter
To my love, and on the way I dropped it. On the way I dropped it. A little boy picked it up and put it in his pocket. Was it simple or was it difficult? I would like everybody to again recite. Very good. A tisket, a tasket, a green and yellow basket. To my love, and on the way I dropped it. I dropped it. I dropped it. Little boy picked it up and put it in his pocket. Okay, now with the action. Everybody with the action. Okay. Now tisket, a tasket is nothing but a name given to a basket. Okay. So it's just made rhythmic to give a tune to the nursery rhyme. Okay. So come on with the action. Come on. A tisket, a tasket. It's not necessary whatever action you can give. Come on. But it should be actionful. Come on. A tisket, a tasket, a green and yellow basket. And on the way I dropped it, I dropped it, I dropped it. A little boy picked it up and put it in his pocket. Is it catchy? Very good. Very good. So as adults you all are enjoying? So just imagine how your children will enjoy. What is making you all more enjoyable? Because you are catching a rhythm to it. You like to listen to the songs. Okay, you don't like to listen to stories. You like to listen more of a song. Stories also, if you like to listen only if it has voice modulation. You make sounds, you make action. Yeah? So, we go to the next one. Yes. Yes. We'll go from the beginning. Okay. Hickory dickory dock, the mouse went up the clock. The clock struck one, the mouse ran down. Hickory dickory dock, hickory dickory dock, the mouse went up the clock. The clock struck two, the mouse said boo. Okay. There is a modification which has been made to this nursery rhyme. It's not the same. There is some modification which I have made. So just we'll go through the first slide, the beginning slide. I want you all to make the action. Hickory dickory dock, you can do like this or you can do like this. And when the mouse went up the clock, you can just make finger action on your left arm with your right fingers. Okay? And then the clock struck one, you can just clap up. Clock struck one. The mouse ran, come down. First you took the mouse up, then comes down. Then again, hickory dickory dock. Okay, come on, let us sing. And action. Is it difficult? We'll continue the next. Hickory dickory dock, the mouse went up the clock. The clock struck two. No, you all are clapping before. The clock struck. The mouse said boo. Say boo. Boo. Okay, again. Hickory dickory dock. The mouse went up the clock. The clock struck. The mouse said boo. Hickory dickory dock. Then the third one, continuation. Hickory dickory dock, the mouse went up the clock. The clock struck. The mouse went wee. The mouse went wee. See how it is? How catchy it is? How you show wee? Wee. Hickory dickory dock. Now from the beginning, come on. Hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck one, the mouse ran down. Hickory dickory dock, hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck, the mouse said boo. Hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck, the mouse went wee. Isn't it catchy? Yes? You like it? Good. Now for this also you can have an activity clubbed along with this nursery rhyme. You can make or take a cardboard, make a clock, which you can name as hickory dickory. You can make a mouse. You can make a mouse. You can have a thread behind which you can pull down. You can have a helping hand where you can have a helping teacher. When the mouse runs down, you can just from behind the cardboard, you can have a string attached behind. Where the mouse is climbing up, you show it up. There's another string with the help of which you show it down, comes down. So they learn better because you are using nursery rhymes with rhythm. You are using audio-visual aids clubbed with your nursery rhymes. Use your own creativity. Now steps which you need to follow when you are teaching nursery rhymes is recite the poem first. Once you have finished your recitation, go to the discussion part. Discuss. Explain them the meaning of each and every word in the nursery rhyme so that they comprehend. They are listening, they are comprehending is nothing but understanding, and then they are acting and reproducing and recalling it. These steps are very important. One more activity which you can club into your nursery rhymes is having dramatic roles played. You are making them dramatize in the class. So you have role plays, they are dramatizing the same nursery rhyme. Remember it better. Okay, we go to the next one. Have you heard about this nursery rhyme? Wee Willie Winkie. Anybody? Who can give a try? In his nightgown, rapping at the windows, crying through the lock, are the children all in bed, and now it's 8 o'clock. Okay? You can emphasize 8 o'clock. So nursery rhyme having what? Which subject is incorporated in this nursery rhyme? Math. Math has been incorporated. What else? Up and down, but anything else message being given over here? What is the message being given over here? Yes. You've got to sleep. You've got to have a timetable for sleeping. So EVS, you are incorporating EVS also. Bedtime. Need to follow proper bedtimes. When you have to be early to bed and early to rise. You are teaching them EVS along with it. So once again, we'll just recite this nursery rhyme. Wee Willie Winkie. Wee Willie Winkie runs through the town, upstairs and downstairs in his night, rapping at the window, crying through the lock. Are the children all in bed? For now it's 8 o'clock. Okay, you can modify the tune accordingly. Now for this also, you can have some activities clubbed in. When you are teaching this poem, this nursery rhyme, next day you can ask them to come in their night suits, whichever night suits they wear at home, with their favorite toy which they hold while sleeping. You know, some of the children, most of them are fond of something while sleeping. Some of them are also fond of their mother's sari. They hold the mother's sari and sleep. Some of them hold the mother's dupatta and sleep. Some of them have their favorite pillows. Without their pillow, they will not sleep. Some of them, they have their blankets. My little one has a blanket while sleeping. She says, it's a soft. So when she says soft means she wants a blanket next to her. I want my soft. So, different favorite things, you can ask them to come in their night suits, their favorite night suits which they wear, with their favorite toys which they hold. Then next is you can have some discussion time where you are discussing this poem, where you are inculcating the values of what time is this. You are asking few questions like, what time is this? Is this a daytime or a night time? You are asking such questions. So they come up saying it is a night time. Then you say, okay, night time, if there is no light, from where do we get light? So what would be the answer elicited from them? Yes, the lamps or the bulbs. What else? Candles, very good. You are forcing and incorporating thinking in them. Thought-provoking, they are thinking, yes. Night time, when it is dark, what can produce light? Lamps, bulbs, candles, moonlight. How can you forget about moonlight? So they are thinking, you are in the process incorporating thought-provoking in them. That is why we have discussion. Why do we have this discussion? To enhance their thinking skills, their cognitive skills. Have you heard about cognitive skills? Cognitive skills are nothing but thinking skills. They are bound to think. They just have to reason for whatever they are saying. Okay, if at night there is no light, what's going to give light? So you are having discussion. You can have a napping time where you can ask them to nap. Nap is nothing but giving a small sleep. They are just napping for some time. You say it's a napping time. It's 2 o'clock. Now it's napping time. Please go for a short nap. Explain them what is nap first. That is why I said when you introduce new words, you need to introduce the meaning also for the same. Nap would be a very new word for them. But at this stage, if you introduce new words, they will learn how to enrich their vocabulary. Giving meanings to each word, very essential, very important. Then you can also have an art activity over here, drawing activity, where you can have a drawing of a night scene and then they are coloring it. The scenery of a night scenery where they are coloring with the different colors. So you are incorporating art in this. So nursery rhymes clubbed with different activities. See how you can make it more interesting and more catchy and more interesting, more creative. Humpty Dumpty, have you heard about? Very catchy. Anybody remembers? She's giving a broad smile. She remembers it. Yes. I want everybody singing it together with the action. Humpty Dumpty, Humpty Dumpty, all the king's horses and all the king's men together again. Now, this nursery rhymes you can use stick puppets. You have stick puppets. You can make stick puppets for that, Humpty Dumpty. Or you can make the cutouts. You have soft boards in your classrooms. You can have cutouts of those nursery rhymes with the nursery rhymes written so that you can keep that nursery rhyme for a week when you are teaching. You can have 2 to 3 soft boards in a class. So you can display those nursery rhymes on the board so that the child sees. When the child sees it, they read. When they read, they remember. When they remember, they recall and they reproduce. So one of the other form of nursery rhymes is to display it on the soft boards. Have stick puppets or finger puppets. You can make those. Make it more lively, more creative. Having dramatization with the puppets. Clear? Same applies here. Harry had a little lamb. Little Miss Muffet. Jack and Jill nobody can forget. Now, as I already said in the initial stage that nursery rhymes are very important. They play a very vital role in a preschooler because it enhances their language ability, their vocabulary skills, their imaginative skills, their creative skills. They learn new words where their reservoir of vocabulary keeps expanding. So let us see what is the importance of nursery rhymes. Language development. It helps in the language development. How it helps in the language development is they learn new words when you have the nursery rhymes. Not only new words, as I said, nursery rhymes have rhyming words. So you are incorporating grammar into it by teaching them rhyming words, teaching them opposites, upstairs, downstairs. See how you are interlinking every concept into the same nursery rhyme. Opposites are introduced. You give them word, they come up with the formation of sentences. Language enhancement, language development, vocabulary enhancement, vocabulary skills enhancement. Learning new words, learning the meanings of the words and applying those words in their day-to-day life. Now, you can have this type of box. You need to be more creative. You have this box captioned as nursery rhymes box. You have something inside this. You ask a child to come out. You call a child out. You ask a child to. There are some pictures inside this box, in this magical box, nursery box. You ask the child to pick up a picture, show it to the class. Okay? And recite a nursery rhyme according to it. So anybody can guess which nursery rhyme is this? See, I did not get many accurate pictures because I don't have a collection of the same. Catchy? Cock-a-doodle-doo. Okay. Here. Bake a cake. Bake a cake. Hot cross buns also you can, this looks like a cake, I think. Okay. Yes, this. Jingle bell, jingle bell. So these cutouts or pictures you can have, or you can have the actual items or objects also. Teddy bear you can keep a cat, pussycat, pussycat. Mary had a little lamp. Everything related to your nursery rhymes. The child comes in the initial first session, I told you all about the circle period. You remember the carpet period, carpet language period. In the initial part of the day of your school time also, the preschoolers have a circle period where you can utilize this nursery box, this nursery rhyme box. You can ask a child to pick up, and I told you during the circle period you have songs. So you can recite whatever picture has been picked by the child. You all together can recite that and sing that nursery rhyme. Clear? So language enhancement. Cognitive development. Cognitive is nothing but thinking. You help the child to think. I told you the child is supposed to think. Okay? So in the process you are asking them to think. It's thought-provoking. Why? What? How? You are having a discussion session. I told you when you recite a nursery rhyme, after that you have a discussion. That helps in the cognitive development of a child. Physical development. How does it help? How does it help in physical development? When you are doing action, it helps in the gross motor development, fine motor development, because you are asking them to color. Fine motor development, gross motor when they are doing action, physical development. Social and emotional development. How does it help in social and emotional development? Social development. They are singing it in a group. It helps in socialization. You are asking them to come out and pick. They are sharing it with their friends which picture they have got. helping in socialization, interaction, communication, emotions, because they are expressing their actions. So they are expressing their emotions. They are expressing their emotions. They are very happy when they are saying the nurseries. Are they crying? Are they serious? Are they sad when they recite the nursery rhymes? Very happy. Emotions. They are expressing their emotions. It helps in their emotional development. Helps in their problem solving. Yes. If the nursery rhyme is sad, yeah. It's not that the entire class will be happy while reciting a nursery rhyme. There might be some children who are not very active, or they're... Yes, very true. Even when they are reciting also, you can pick hold of some of them, they are distractive also. So it's okay. But then involving them, socializing them, as she said, emotions, certain nursery rhymes have emotional words. They express them in the form of the action. That, the fall, crying. Okay? So crying also they show, crying, happy. They know the different emotions. They can express because they have learned through the process. So it helps in the emotional and social development. Social development, taking turns. Now social development also is taking turns. You can ask them to turn-wise come out and recite the nursery rhymes. So again they learn how to take turns. That is also a part of socialization. Is it clear? Next. Why is this important to my child? As I said, it helps in enhancement of various concepts like language development, as I already said, new words. You introduce new words, they learn new words, new meanings. Then they also learn construction of the sentences. They learn opposites. They learn the rhyming words. They learn grammar. They learn reading skills. I told you that you have to display it on the soft board. They start reading. They start recognizing. They start recalling. Because nursery rhymes, you are inculcating reading in them. They are forced and compelled to read, because when you display it on the board, they are compelled to read. They'll go and they'll try to read the word. In the process, what's happening? You are enhancing the language skill, because they are bound to read. They are very eager to read. So reading skills are incorporated. Math concepts, I told you math concepts how? 1, 2, buckle my shoe. Clear? 5. 5 speckled frogs, which we did. Again, from 5 they are learning backward counting. 5 little speckled frogs, then left 4, then left 3, then left 2, then left 1, then no speckled frogs. So what you are teaching? Backward counting also. See how math is incorporated into the nursery rhymes. You started with 5 frogs. You are showing with your actions. 4 were left. From 4, again 1 fell. 3 are left. Again from 3, 1 fell. 2 are left. From 2, 1 fell. 1 is left. From 1, only 1 fell, and there was no speckled frogs. See how math is incorporated. Various concepts are incorporated. Creative dramatization. I told you, you give them scope to dramatize that particular nursery rhyme. They'll come out and dramatize. They will enact. They'll do a role play of that. Now suppose if we say that WILLIE, WINKIE, if we take that nursery rhyme, make moms, dads, make a house, they're sleeping, they make a WILLIE, WINKIE who's knocking at the door, and they'll dramatize it. They would like to become the main character. Some of them would like to become mama and daddy. They want to become mama and dada. They want to become a child sleeping. They want to sleep. They'll act. They are sleeping. You are enhancing their dramatization skills. Their enacting skills. Comfort and support. It helps them to give comfort and support. You are supporting supporting. How you are supporting? By encouraging them, motivating them, inspiring them. Yeah? A pat. Yes, very well done. Very well. Very good. Now one more way of encouraging and supporting the children is, now you can have at the end of the week, you can have nursery rhymes, and at the end of the week, you just keep a minute observation who was active, who was actively participating in the nursery rhyme, who was very expressive, very active, very catchy in the class, who participates in all the nursery rhymes, shows interest. You can have awards at the end of the week, or you can have it at the end of the month, where you certify the child. You certify the child. You give us, these are all printouts. You can easily give. A4 size printouts you can make. This is nothing but support to the child, encouragement to the child, where you are awarding the child. This is an award, this is a motivation, reinforcement, positive reinforcement to the child. Child feels very prestigious. You give a star, you give a smiley, whatever. This also is one of the way. You can give a smiley to the child. You can, if you have diaries in that school, you maintain a diary. There are school diaries. There are remarks by the teachers in that. There is one column for teachers' remarks. You can write a good and motivating remark for the child. It's all motivating, giving support. Nothing but that what we have support, what has been mentioned here, giving comfort and support to the child in the form of encouragement. Now, activities which you can conduct for the nursery rhymes is, you can have the child dressed up in that character. Okay? Star, if you have a twinkle, twinkle, little star, let them come in the character, in that dressed up character. And they can say the nursery rhyme. One of the activity which you can incorporate. You can provide that, or you can have the cutout. It's not possible for them to make. You can make that cutout, make the child wear. You can have different cutouts which nursery rhymes you have taught. Cutout of those nursery rhymes. Ask the child to wear that and ask the child to recite. Because only reciting and wearing the mask of that particular nursery rhyme and then reciting makes a lot of difference. They feel very important. And they feel they are looking very different. And everybody is observing, so they start creating more interest. They show more interest, they are more participative. Now you can have a treat. For example, bake a cake. Okay? You can have a cake in the class where the child enacts with the cake, has become a baker, acting with the cake, and at the end of the day or in the half the session, you can have them, ask them to have a treat. You can just cut that cake and give a treat to the children. So they are enjoying. They become a part of that nursery rhyme. You are treating the children. Treating means giving party. It's treat. Another word for treat is party. Now maintaining booklets. You can have nursery rhymes on cutouts, A3 papers. Each nursery rhymes which you are teaching, you can have it written on that A3 size papers, very well written. And when you finish 3 or 4 nursery rhymes or 2 nursery rhymes, end of that academic year, you can have a booklet maintained so that you can reuse it for the next batch. You have to be more innovative and you have to think about the ways in which you can save your time, your energy. So this is the simplest way where you are using those teaching aids years over years, made by all. You can have some small cutouts of that poem or the nursery rhymes. You can jumble it, ask them to place it in the proper order. Okay? See the cards which have been flashed over here. Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle. Ask them to rearrange. Once you have taught them, you have recited, you have finished your discussion, your dramatization, at the end you can have such an activity. Where you are having cards with the breakup of that nursery rhyme. And ask them to jumble it and ask them to rearrange. Action. Again using action for nursery rhymes, nothing but clap. When you are showing a clap action. Boxes. Just like you have the building blocks. Same way, you have small boxes on which either the pictures are given or the nursery rhyme is written. Have you seen this over here? Jack and Jill. Here, went up the hill is written over here. Okay, so they arrange the next box. Either it can be written or it can be a pictorial form, pictures. So they are building blocks according to the sequence of the nursery rhyme. Now, you can have few activities which I have made over here, which you can incorporate in your classroom for language development. You can have a picture of this is a big red barn. Barn means what? It's a farmhouse where the animals are sheltered. Okay, so you can have these cutouts of the animals with you with the velcro on it. Okay, I have stuck this, we can remove it. Okay, you can ask the child to pick up any, this is a barn. Now barn is nothing but a farmhouse. So you can introduce it as a farmhouse. Now you are going to bring animals into the farmhouse. So this is a farmhouse. They'll come up, any one child is called. The child picks up any one animal. There is a velcro there, sticks over here. So you have sheltered that animal in the farmhouse. Which is that animal? Which is that animal? You ask the class, which is that animal? Dog. Now you go to the next step. What sound does the dog make? This animal makes? Can't hear. What color is this animal? What food does it eat? Enhancing language. Okay. Again the next child is called, picks up the other animal, shelters it into the farmhouse. You have the velcro over here. Again you ask the next question. Color. There are many animals because it's a farmhouse. So lots of animals. You ask them to come and display. Is it a creative activity? You can think of such activities where you can incorporate in your classroom and make it more lively. Okay, this is a poem. There was an old lady who swallowed a fly. Okay, so now the first thing which the old lady swallowed was fly. You have the word written here. All the animals are removed. It has velcro in it. The words are written here. The insects or the animals are here displayed on the table. When you read the poem, you ask the child to come and pick up which insect or animal we specified. This old woman has eaten what? Now, there was an old woman who swallowed a fly. I don't know why she swallowed that fly. Perhaps she'll die. So, which insect did she swallow? Fly. So, the child comes, picks the fly and sticks it over here. Okay. Then, next. There was an old lady who swallowed a spider that wiggled and jiggled and wiggled inside her. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly, but I don't know why she swallowed that fly. Perhaps she'll die. Now which she has swallowed? Spider. Now spider is not being displayed here. The child comes, picks up the spider from here and places here. The words are there, the pictures are down. So they pick up. So again the next one. There was an old lady who swallowed a bird. So when you're saying about the lady, you have to just make the action. How absurd to swallow a bird. She swallowed the bird to catch the spider that wingled and jingled and wingled inside her. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly. But I don't know why she swallowed that fly. Perhaps she'll die. Okay? Then what did she swallow? The bird. So again this bird is being displayed here. They come. Sound. Noise modulation. You can't just say, there was an old lady who swallowed the fly. I don't know why. She swallowed the fly. Perhaps she'll die. There was an old lady who swallowed a spider that wrinkled and jingled inside her. She swallowed that spider to catch the fly. But I don't know why she swallowed that fly. Perhaps she'll die. Nice? Lively, no? No. Voice modulation. The next, there was an old lady who swallowed a cat. You can make a sound also. Meow, meow. Imagine that. She swallowed a cat. She swallowed the cat to catch the bird. She swallowed the bird to catch the spider that wingled and jingled and wingled inside her. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly, but I don't know why she swallowed that fly. Perhaps she'll die. What did she swallow? Cat. So again cat. See how interesting you can make. Is it interesting? Yes. It depends upon your creativity. Any difficulty? Any doubts? Any doubts? Nursery rhymes through? So prepared for the assignment? Nursery rhymes. I'm going to wind up at 3 o'clock, 3:15, 3:30. I now would like you all to be involved in a group activity. I'll be dividing you all into different groups. I'll give you all some time, maybe 10 minutes time. You need to be grouped up. You are going to come up with your own nursery rhyme. A very short one. I'm going to provide you all with the card. You all are going to write that nursery rhyme on this card. We'll provide you all with a sketch pen if you want, or you can write with a pencil, whatever it is. If you have a pen, you can write it with the pen. Make it more catchy, more attractive. You can write here, you can draw, or you can use the back side for drawing. You can use this one side for writing, one side for drawing, or you can use only one side for writing as well as drawing. I don't expect you all to color, but some drawing to make it more catchy. Very short one. It could be 3 or 4 lines, not a problem. 3 or 4 lines, not a problem. It can exceed to 20 lines, not a problem. But minimum 4 to 5 lines. Very short ones, very catchy ones. This is an attempt to just train you all up. Now I've given ample of baselines for how to make a nursery rhymes. Keep in mind the keywords. It should have rhyming words. to make it more catchy. Give a tune, a rhythm to your nursery rhymes. So it's not only just writing it on the card, the entire group will come out, will present by reciting this nursery rhyme and putting forth your presentation. Can we break up into groups? Can we just take the chairs aside so that you all can come on the floor? We can make some arrangement. Sir, we can make some arrangement on the floor. Can we just make some arrangement? We'll just move the chairs to one side, or sir would help us out. We'll just lay down a carpet here, the bed sheet. We'll just ask for a help, sir. We'll just lay down something. Just wait. Don't sit on the floor, please. We'll make some necessary arrangement. So we can lay down something. We can have a bed sheet or here only we can just sit on the floor. We can have some necessary arrangement with the mat or anything with your mat. I want you all to just form a line so that we can just, I can just bifurcate you all into groups. Can you just form a single line? I'll give you all numbers, so we'll accordingly make, how many of us are there? 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 4. Yeah, we'll have a group activity. We'll have 4 groups. We'll number ourselves as, just keep your footwears out if you can. Just remove your footwears out, please. Just outside, please. Yeah, can you just come in for a line, please? I'll just group you all up. Can you please form a line here? Yeah. Can you just move a little bit? Yes, we'll number ourselves. 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Yeah, would you just get into the line, please? Yeah, that's right. Okay, start. 1, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. All the ones, please come here. All those who are ones. Number 1. Number 2. Yeah, number 3 is over here. Number 4 is over here. Just form a small circle. Just form a small circle. You can form a small circle, a close cohesive circle, a close cohesive circle, please. You can come in here. Okay, here. Okay. So, can we begin with the activity, please? I'm going to provide you all with these cards. First, have a discussion about the nursery rhyme, which you are going to come up with your own nursery rhymes. Give a title to your nursery rhyme. You'll write the nursery rhyme. You'll draw if you want. You can use both the sides or you can use one side. No need of coloring. Any help required, you can just let me know. Start, please. Yes. If you want, it's not mandatory to color. Can we begin? How much time would you like to take? 10 minutes? Is it 10 minutes? 15 minutes? Can we take 15 minutes, please? So 2:45? I don't require. No. I'm through with the system. No, everything is done.
Directly I request.
Thank you. The last one is a thank you. Last is thank you.
Thank you.
I did not wind up thank you because I actually wanted to wind up with the activity.
Okay.
So once that activity is through, they come out and they present and then it ends. So I'll just put it off. You want me to put it off?
Student I focus on.
Yeah, now you need to, yeah, we can put it off. You can minimize it. So can we begin, please? So I time you all up from now. It's 2:45, 2:50. Okay, 2:50. I'll give you all 20 minutes time. You all can discuss, jot down the nursery rhyme made by all, and then make the final copy. Once you all are through, make the final copy. Yeah, excuse me, this group number 4, you can just come in a circle, and because we are going to shoot you all. So I want you all to be in proper group. A proper semicircle, please. Please come close and cohesive.